What's good? What's good? It's the one and only, but what do I know? Boxing coming back at y'all with another one, man. So listen, bro, I feel like I gotta say this every time I record a video, but you guys gotta bear with me, man. It's the summertime with my babies. I just don't have enough time to do videos as much as I would normally do. But once my daughters go back home one night, then I'll be back to doing videos like I once was. But anyways, listen, this video, man, I just actually got done watching the All Access episode 2 with Terrence Crawford versus Spence, and this video basically is to just inform people on why we should go ahead and buy the fight. And this is for all the people that are gonna try to fire stick it. Listen, I understand fire sticking normal fights and all this type of stuff, and normally I wouldn't have an issue with it, but in situations like this, bro, no, we gotta buy the fight, man. Listen, I'm urging everybody, please buy the fight. Buy the fight because for one, we can't. The fighters have done their job now. Granted, yes, we waited 5 years, but to be honest, I feel like right now. Well, I feel like in 2022, but should have been the time. But right now, I mean, bro, the fight doesn't get any more bigger than what it is. If we would have got it exactly when we wanted it, the fight wouldn't have been as big as it was, right? When we first wanted this fight, this was back in 2018. You know, Errol and Terrence had the infamous run-in, got over 1 million views on YouTube where they were going back and forth talking stuff or whatnot. And Errol, I think Errol only had the IBF. And Bud only had the WBO, and so you know they were talking stuff back and forth or whatnot, and we were calling for this fight back then. But now at this particular time, like I said, the fight can't get any bigger, right? You have two undefeated fighters in the prime of their career. One has the record of 39-0 with 30 knockouts. The other one 28-0 with 22 knockouts, right? So both are known for getting people out of there, right? And not only that, but it's literally for all the belts at 147. It doesn't get any bigger than that. It's for all the belts at 147. This is as big as this fight is gonna get right here. It doesn't get any bigger than that. So everything that we want in a fight, we can we're everything that we want for a recipe of a good fight, we're getting right now. Okay, so that's why I'm saying, like, bro, the fighters did their job. They made the fight. Now, if we want more big fights like this, we have to be willing to support these big fights. You can't sit here. Listen, I'm just gonna be honest with you. You can't sit here and clamor, oh, we're not getting none of the big fights that we want. Oh, man, we should be getting these big fights. You can't sit here and clamor that and then turn around and be fire sticking these fights, bro, because, like, dog, that's why if we support these big fights, if we buy these big fights, we will get more big fights. So I'm urging everybody, bro, to buy the fight. I'm going to say that a lot in this video. Buy the fight. And then think about it, bro. When's the last time, like, I honestly can say, this is the biggest fight. Let me see, the last time we were asking for a fight like this, I probably would say it was Mayweather versus Pacquiao. So, yeah. I mean, I would say, I don't know. That's a tough one. I would say Canelo versus Triple G. I probably would. I think that's the last time. Like, but we even with Canelo versus Triple G, that fight is not as big as this fight. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't think that fight. I mean, that fight. You know, Triple G. Let me see who had. I can't even remember all the titles that were on the line for that. But let me see. All right, so the IBF, so that fight, you know, the IBF, the WBA, and the WBC were on the line, but the WBO, so it wasn't for undisputed. That fight, that actually would have made that fight, man, that would have been a humongous fight if it was for undisputed. It was still a big fight though. But I think that Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford is even bigger than Canelo Alvarez versus Gennady Golovkin, because we've actually been asking for this fight. We were asking for Triple G versus Canelo maybe for about 2 years, a year and a half, something. It wasn't that long, right? But for this fight, we've been asking for 5 years. I think this makes this fight huge, bigger or whatnot. But and then like I said, everything that's on the line. But I mean, listen, regardless, bro. Listen, both fighters, bro, are in tip-top shape, bro. I mean, I think this is we just have a good fight on our hands, bro. And we need more big fights like this. Errol Spence, Errol Spence seems like he's, well prepared. I was watching the All Access too, and he was talking about how, how he was doing the situation with the mouthpiece and everything like that. How he was getting his mouthpiece adjusted or whatnot to where, this is a serious fight. Cause that was one thing, I'm not gonna lie to you, that was one of the things that I was worried about with Errol. It might not seem big to you guys, but bro, imagine if Errol Spence, like, if his mouthpiece comes out and he looks down at that mouthpiece like and fighting Terrence Crawford, bro, it ain't gonna be like Ugas, bro. Like if Terrence Crawford pop him the way Ugas pop him, I don't think Errol Spence gonna be quick to get up. You know what I'm saying? But it's so many things like, for me, what one fighter does, what one fighter lacks at, the other fighter makes up for it. Where I feel like Terrence Crawford is a decent inside fighter. He's a good inside fighter. Let me say that. I don't want to say decent, because I think that's not giving him enough credit. Terrence Crawford is a good inside fighter, but I feel like Errol Spence is the better inside fighter. But I feel like Terrence Crawford is the better mid-range to outside fighter. Albeit, I do feel like at the same time, I feel like Errol Spence has the better jab, or the more effective jab than Terrence Crawford does. I do feel like Terrence Crawford, well, I've seen this in many of Terrence Crawford's fights where Terrence Crawford gets caught coming out of exchanges or whatnot. But regardless, Terrence Crawford showed to have a pretty good chin. Terrence Crawford has a pretty good chin. I think Errol Spence does too. But man, this fight just has just excitement written all over it, bro. I'm super excited. Honestly, bro, let me see. I get super excited easily for fights, big fights. But as far as this level of excitement, bro, I don't think I was this excited since Mayweather versus Pacquiao, bro. Just being honest, man. I don't think I was this excited since Mayweather versus Pacquiao. It's just so much on the line for this fight, man. The welterweight supremacy, undisputed, bro. The first undisputed in the 4-belt era. So somebody's finna make history tonight. Like, you know what I'm saying? This it's just a beautiful thing, bro. And it's all coming together, bro. And that is why it is important for us to buy these fights. I can't stress it, bro. And I'm gonna continue saying it, bro. But I can't stress it, how important it is, bro. We cannot sit here and complain, well, boxing doesn't give us the big fights, but then turn around and not support these events. If we want more fights like this, we have to support these events, bro. I feel like, man, like this in the last, let me see. I feel like I can't say from 2013, because I was gonna say this fight could be the biggest fight of the decade. But unless if you're talking about from 2020 to 2020 to 2030, it has the potential to be the biggest fight of the decade. But they're still early in the decade or whatnot. But from 2013 to 2023, I wouldn't be able to say it would be the biggest fight of that decade, seeing how Mayweather and Pacquiao, I would still but in this era or whatnot, at least I could probably say it would be the biggest fight. I'm trying to think top biggest fights that we've had from 2013 to 2023. I'll probably say Mayweather. Let me see. Not in no order, but if I'm saying top fives, it goes right along with that. Mayweather versus Canelo. I don't think that this fight does the numbers that Mayweather versus Canelo does, but I think that this fight, it's more on the line than that fight. But Mayweather Canelo, obviously Mayweather Pacquiao, Canelo versus Triple G. I would say this. So I think this fight would. I want to say, to be honest, I want to say number 2, but Mayweather versus Canelo was such a big fight. I would say this is number 3, behind Mayweather versus Pacquiao, Mayweather versus Canelo. I would say, and then this is number 3, biggest fight of since 2013. But man, so this like, bro, again, man, I can't stress, bro. Man, make sure you guys buy this fight. I mean, this fight is very important. We need more fights like this, bro. I'm super excited about this fight. My phone will probably be on Do Not Disturb the whole entire day. I'm so excited. Nah, I gotta do a video, no, I'm lying. But anyways, I'm so excited about this fight, man. All right. Anyways, let me know what you guys think, man. Make sure you guys buy this fight. Buy this fight. Buy this fight. Buy this fight. Buy, support this fight, all right? But what do I know?